Are you struggling to grow your business without killing yourself in the process? Well, if so, guess what? This video is for you. In today's video, I want to share with you the 5-step strategy that I have used for the last 10 years in all 3 of my companies, and this is the strategy that has allowed me to rank twice. Number 254, I think, is maybe that Inc. 5000 plaque, and number 622 is maybe that one, something like that. I always get them mixed up on the Inc. 5000. So this is by far the number one thing that I see founders struggle with, and I do talk to a lot of founders in my business, and thanks to my podcast. And the good news is that if you adopt this 5-step strategy, you can stop being one of those struggling founders. So if you're ready, let's dive right into it. So some of the most common challenges that we as founders face include, number 1, you must always be growing, because if you aren't growing, well, then you're kind of dying. Or worse yet, if you ever want to sell your business and it's not growing, it's not going to be worth very much. People only want to buy businesses that are growing. Number 2 is you are maxed out and feeling ultra stressed. And that is really not any fun, and it makes you hard to be around for both family and friends and employees, and it's really a state that you would like to avoid at all costs. And number 3, you're so busy working in your business that you aren't paying attention to any of the really big picture important stuff that you know that you need to focus on. The good news is there's a great opportunity here to buy back your time. When you succeed rather at buying back your time, you can become much more strategic in everything that you do. For example, you can produce a lot better content. Maybe you want to start a podcast. Maybe you want to start producing videos on YouTube like this. Maybe you have the time to think about what types of content do you need to create, so you can map the content that you're producing to whatever offers that you have. And then the byproduct of that, which is number 2, is you'll start attracting better clients. They're going to start coming to you versus you chasing them, which chasing them is no fun at all. And then number 3, when you've got those really great clients, guess what? You get better profits, because really great clients are far more willing to pay. So that was actually all part of number 1. So opportunity number 2 is you can free up more time to do things that you enjoy most. And let's face it, we all have stuff in our business that needs to be done, but some of it absolutely sucks the life out of you, and it's just no fun to do. And so let's get you in a place where you can stop doing those things. And then finally, opportunity number 3, you can, heaven forbid, actually take a vacation and step away from your business to spend some time with your family and recharge. All right, so here are the 5 things that you need to do to be able to accomplish buying back your time. Number 1 is you should calculate your EHR, or your effective hourly rate. And all you need to do that, it's super simple math, is take your annual revenue and divide it by 2,000 hours, which is roughly how many hours most people work in a year, and that is your effective hourly rate. Now, once you know what that number is, maybe it's $100 an hour, $200 an hour, $300 an hour, whatever the number is, start looking at all of the things that you're doing and think, could I pay somebody else less than $300 an hour to do that? And if the answer is yes, then you're going to want to start delegating those things. So how you do that is step number 2 is you want to identify the most repetitive tasks that don't require the judgment that comes from years of experience. So we'll just nickname these the $15 to $20 an hour jobs. Those are going to be the low-hanging fruit when it comes to buying back your time. For example, I don't do my own video editing. I don't do my own posting on social media. I don't manage my own Facebook groups. I don't do any of the post-production on my podcast. There's a whole bunch of things in my business that I don't do, because creating content is one of the most important things that I do want to create time to do. All right, so once you've got that list, that takes us to step number 3. And that is, you want to create a process for each one of these jobs. Now, you can make a Loom video, hey, this is how you do it. And that's a quick way for you to do it, but it's not actually the best way to do it. The reason it's not the best way to do it is as you make more and more and more Loom videos, of course, they're going to go out of style, and then you have to reshoot the entire video, and that's very time consuming. Whereas if you have a documented process that's made up of words and pictures and screenshots and so forth, if a screenshot changes or you need to just change a word, that's so much faster after the fact to edit and make those changes to keep your processes current. So a little extra labor in the beginning to create them, but a lot less labor to maintain them. And a little quick sidebar on that, if you are using Flowster, you don't even have to create your processes from scratch, because we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pre-made standard operating procedure templates right in the Flowster marketplace, and you can just grab whatever you want, download it into your account, make whatever changes you want if you want to make any changes at all, and that's a whole lot better than creating them from scratch. So step number 3, the creating the process, the number one reason that people fail at delegation is because they skip this step. They go out and they hire somebody, they give them very little instructions, in particular with a virtual assistant, and they just kind of expect that they're going to succeed. And unfortunately, that's pretty unlikely to happen, because you do need to give people detailed instructions if you want to get the outcome that you want. Now, when you're hiring senior people in your organization, no, you're not going to be giving those people detailed instructions, but those aren't the people necessarily that you're going to be hiring initially when you're trying to buy back your time. So number 4, you want to start hiring virtual assistants to handle all these routine but still very important tasks. So I talked about a few of them just a couple minutes ago, but here's a few more. Prospecting, Facebook group management, LinkedIn management, social media account management, content creation as in post-production and editing and publishing and all that kind of stuff. I mean, literally the list is endless. I delegate and have done for a decade now, literally as much as possible to other people on my team in order to be able to buy back my time. If I wasn't good at that, there's no way on earth that I would be able to run the businesses that I do. All right, so number 5, move up the ladder by following the same process that I've just described to start hiring mid-level and senior level employees so you can focus more of your time on working on your business and only on the things that you enjoy doing. And as I mentioned a little earlier, as you start to hire more senior people, you're going to have to give them less detailed instructions, because they do have the years of experience that allows them to have the judgment necessary to make the right decisions. One of the things, though, that I strongly encourage is that you build a culture in your organization so that those folks are also creating processes for their subordinates, because you want your entire organization to run on processes. It's the best way to scale a business, and it is one of the very best ways to maximize the enterprise value of your business. In other words, a buyer comes along and says, hey, how does this thing run? Is it dependent upon the specialized knowledge that all these people have? And you can say, well, to a certain degree it is, but we literally have processes for absolutely everything that we do. So if I needed to take a mid-level person or a lower level person and take them out of the team and put somebody else in, it would be a minimum interruption to our business. And so now that's the 5, but I've got a bonus number 6. Create a culture where your employees are fully engaged with the idea of creating processes and leveraging virtual assistants themselves. So I actually kind of gave that one away a little bit earlier. All right, so let's review. Number 1, calculate your effective hourly rate. Number 2, identify the low-hanging fruit tasks, the $10 to $15 an hour jobs that you want to delegate to somebody else. Number 3, create a simple process for every single one of these tasks. And by the way, if you don't really like creating processes, here's the hack. You make a Loom video, and then you have your virtual assistant turn the Loom video into a bunch of words and a bunch of pictures by watching it a little bit at a time, and taking screenshots and taking the transcript and so forth. Number 4, build a team that is combined of virtual assistants and employees. And then number 5, create a culture that will permeate your entire organization so everyone has this same mindset. All right, so if you have enjoyed this video, you know what I'd love? I would love it if you would take a moment and smash the heck out of that like button. Just bang, 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 smash that thing. It doesn't even take that long. You could have already done it, and I should probably stop talking, but it's really, really important. It's kind of like my tip jar. It's the way that you can thank me for creating this video, and it also tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, YouTube, this was a good video. Maybe you should show this as a recommended video to some other people, and you would have my gratitude if you would do that. If you have a comment or a question, I would absolutely love it if you would leave that down below, because I love getting that kind of feedback. And then if there is any links rather to anything that I talked about, I will leave down in the description. And thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate that you've given some time. I hope this has been helpful to you in your business, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.